look for what's beginning to release. Don't try to make anything happen. There's nothing more stressful than trying to relax. Just look at just notice what's already happening. We'll take a few more deep breaths here together. I've had students and clients say that when their back goes out, sometimes they'll hang out in this position for like 20 or 30 minutes. Put on a movie, grab a book, and just lay here until your back releases. So for today's practice, we're going to get out of this now. We're just going to simply release one leg. So I'm going to shift over to the right. I'm going to release my right leg. And I'm going to come up for a second, and I'm going to place the block on the outside of my right foot. Now, if you don't have a heavy block, grab a stack of books, anything that's heavy enough to keep your right foot from falling out to the side. And I'm going to shimmy on over a little bit here. And once you get comfortable, again, come back to relaxing. What we're doing here is actually starting to release this right hip flexor. I want you to try something. Engage your right quadricep. And notice where you feel the sensation the most. If the hip flexors are tight, you probably feel this at your knee, or in your butt, or in your hip. Now relax. We're going to hang out here a little bit. This might not feel like much, but trust me, it can be very effective. So again, offer your weight to the earth and just start to let your body soften. Focus on your breathing. When we breathe deeply, this invokes a relaxation response in the nervous system. And so our muscles begin to soften. Feel the back of your head relax into the floor. You might not be feeling much here, that's fine. This is a very subtle release that's actually going to set us up to strengthen the abdominals and bring more support to the back without adding strain. So you're letting your right leg totally relax into your block or into your stack of books, whatever can support you. Close your eyes if you want. Keep your mind on your breath. Take another deep inhale, and this time sigh it out. Now I want you to try to engage that right quadricep again. Notice if it feels different. Hopefully the sensation has moved up to be more in the meaty part of your quads. If it hasn't, I want you to hang out here a little longer. Pause the computer if you can and stay here, and then come back to me and we'll do the other side. So now I'm going to switch sides, and you're just going to mindfully shimmy on over to your left. Take your right leg onto the chair and put the block by the left side. Be careful during these transitions, especially if your back is in a tender place. Then we'll come back onto our backs. Take a moment to adjust, to feel like you can settle. Arms can be on your body or alongside your body. And let your left leg relax into your block. Once you feel settled, check in again. Engage that left quad. Notice where you feel the sensation. Is it the same on this side? Is it different? Is it by your knee? Is it in your hip? Do you feel it in the actual meat of the muscle? And then relax. And now we're going to just hang here and let the body do its thing and release. So part of what happens with back pain for many of us is that the hips are tight. The gluteal muscles are tight. We're not actually accessing our quadricep muscles, and so everything's pulling in on the low back. So this very first sequence is about releasing the hip flexors so we can have access to our quads. So feeling the earth beneath you. And again, look for the places that are letting go in your body. Look for the breath becoming more available to you. Start to find a rhythm where the inhale and the exhale are the same length. Simply allowing those muscles that tend to overwork to release. Notice if there's other parts of your body that tend to be habitually tight, like your jaw or your shoulders. Invite those areas to let go as well. So now let's try that again. Engage your left quadricep, your left thigh. Notice how it feels this time. See if the sensation has moved up or down and is in the meaty part of the thigh. That tells you that you've released the hip flexors a little bit. Now we're going to release. We're going to bring both feet back up on the chair for a moment. And then hug your knees into your chest. We're going to pause here. Rock side to side a little bit. Now, if anything I ask you to do hurts your back, I want you to really listen to your body. Take a break or back off. Now hold your knees and let's just circle the knees around a couple of times in each direction. Your head release. Back to center, and we're going to take a therapeutic twist. So I want you to roll to your right side. Stack the left knee on top of the right and stack your hands. And then as you inhale, take your left arm up and over. Now you can use your block underneath your left arm if it needs support. Keep your knees stacked. Just breathe here. Notice where you want to gaze, left, right, or straight up. Just check in with what your body needs. Take a few full breaths. If this feels strenuous, take the block between your knees. That block can come in handy in a lot of these postures. Take one more deep inhale. Sigh it out. And then take the left arm back up and over. Pause for a moment. Come onto your back again. Adjust, and we're going to go over to the other side. Deep inhale. On the exhale, take your whole body over to the left. Stack the right arm on top of the left. Then take the right arm up and over. Again, take your time. Notice if you want to block underneath the arm or between your knees. Once you feel like your body is in the right position, then focus on your breath. Notice if your internal organs got tight. Keep them soft. You want to make sure that your body is feeling safe all the time. If you go too far, your body's going to contract. Your back muscles are going to tighten. So I'd always err on the side of going less into the stretch than more. Another deep breath, and then sigh it out. And take the right arm back up and over. Pause a moment. And come on to your backs.